Think about the last dream you remember. Maybe it lasted a lifetime. You grew older inside it. You traveled. You spoke to people you hadn't seen in years. And then you woke up. Only minutes had passed. No alarm clock can explain that feeling. No calendar prepares us for it. Inside dreams, time behaves like a stranger, familiar but unreliable. Tonight, we ask a gentle question. Why does time feel so strange inside dreams? Not rushed, not counted, not obedient. In waking life, time is everywhere. It ticks from our walls. It buzzes from our phones, moves us forward whether we want it to or not. Time tells us when to wake, when to hurry, when something is late. But inside a dream, time goes quiet. There are no clocks ticking in the background, no schedules waiting to be met, no deadlines pressing on your chest. Instead, time becomes fluid, like water poured into a different shaped vessel each night. A dream can stretch a single second into an entire story, or compress hours into a brief flash of emotion. And the strangest part? While you're dreaming, it feels completely normal. When you wake from a dream that felt long, your mind tries to measure it. How long was I there? How much time passed? But those questions come from waking logic. Inside the dream, you weren't measuring time at all. You were experiencing it. Dreams don't move in minutes, they move in moments. A look, a feeling, a sudden shift in scenery. Time inside dreams isn't linear, it's emotional. A moment of fear can feel endless. A moment of joy can pass instantly. Dream time stretches and contracts based on meaning, not mathematics. As you drift deeper into sleep, your brain changes how it works. During dreaming, especially in what scientists call REM sleep, your mind is active in a very different way. The parts of your brain that track time, plan schedules, and check reality, they loosen their grip. Meanwhile, the parts that create images, emotions, and memories begin to glow. This shift matters because the brain doesn't record time during dreams. It constructs experiences. Dreams aren't played back like videos. They are assembled in real time, piece by piece, feeling by feeling. And when the brain is focused on meaning instead of measurement, time becomes optional. Here's something quietly astonishing. Many vivid dreams, ones that feel like hours or days, often happen in just a few minutes. Your brain doesn't need much time to build an entire world, because in dreams, it skips the in between. There's no walking from one place to another unless it matters. No waiting unless waiting itself carries emotion. Your mind cuts directly to what feels important. A dream can jump from childhood to adulthood in an instant, and your dreaming self doesn't question it because continuity isn't required, only coherence of feeling. Part of what makes dream time feel strange is how memory works while you're asleep. In waking life, memory is organized chronologically. This happened before that. In dreams, memory floats. Your brain pulls fragments from different moments of your life. A face from yesterday, a place from 10 years ago, a feeling you can't name. It weaves them together without asking when they belong. And so, when you wake up, your mind tries to reconstruct a timeline that never existed. The result feels uncanny, like remembering a story that forgot to include page numbers. Time feels strange in dreams because dreams were never meant to obey clocks. They exist in a softer dimension, one shaped by emotion, memory, and imagination. A place where meaning matters more than minutes, where experience matters more than duration. And maybe that's not a flaw. Maybe it's a reminder that beneath our schedules and alarms, there's another way to experience existence. One that flows, one that listens, one that doesn't rush. In the next chapter, we'll drift deeper into how the dreaming brain bends time itself and why your mind becomes a quiet architect of entire lifetimes while you sleep. For now, let the clock rest. You don't need it here. Chapter 2: The Brain That Stops Counting. As your body sleeps, your brain does something unusual. It doesn't shut down, it changes priorities. Imagine a city at night. The busy offices go dark, traffic lights blink slowly. But in quiet buildings, behind warm windows, other kinds of work begin. This is what happens inside your mind when you dream. The systems that manage logic, planning, and timekeeping soften their grip, and the systems that feel, imagine, and remember step forward. And that shift changes time itself. In waking life, your sense of time comes from very specific brain networks. They track sequences, they estimate duration, they constantly ask, what comes next? But during dreaming, especially deep, vivid dreaming, these networks grow quiet. The brain regions responsible for order and chronology relax. Once responsible for storytelling awaken, your mind stops asking, "How long has this been happening?" and starts asking, "What does this feel like?" And when time is no longer monitored, it begins to drift. Here's a subtle but important idea. Dreams are not recordings. They are not stored videos waiting to be replayed at night. They are constructed moment by moment, like improvisation. Your brain assembles scenes the way a storyteller builds a myth. A setting appears, a feeling follows, a character arrives fully formed without an origin story. No time is spent on transitions unless they serve the emotion. You don't walk from your childhood home to a strange city. You simply arrive. Because in dreams, movement through space and movement through time are optional. One of the most powerful contributors to dreamtime distortion is memory. In waking life, memory is organized carefully. Events are stored with context before, after, duration. But in dreams, memory becomes fluid. Your brain retrieves fragments from different moments of your life, not in order, but by association. A sound reminds you of a place, a feeling pulls up a face, an image unlocks an entire emotional atmosphere. These memories are guided by connection, not chronology. The part of the brain deeply involved in memory integration, often described by scientists as the hippocampus, is active in a different way during dreaming. Instead of anchoring memories to time, it weaves them into meaning. The result is a narrative without timestamps. Have you noticed something curious about dreams? You almost never wait. No standing in lines, no long pauses, no idle moments unless they matter emotionally. In waking life, waiting defines time. But in dreams, waiting has no function. If nothing meaningful is happening, the dream skips ahead. This is why dreams feel dense. So much happens in so little real world time. Your mind edits out the empty space. In dreams, time is measured differently, not by seconds, but by intensity. A brief moment of fear can feel endless. A long sequence of joy can vanish instantly. Emotion stretches experience. This is why nightmares often feel longer than pleasant dreams, even if they last the same amount of time. Fear slows perception. Safety lets it pass quickly. Your dreaming mind uses emotion as its primary unit of measurement. Time becomes subjective, personal, alive. Without the strict oversight of waking logic, your brain becomes bold. It blends places, collapses timelines, creates conversations that never happened but feel real. This freedom allows entire life stories to unfold in minutes. You can meet someone, grow close, lose them, grieve them, all before your alarm rings. And when you wake, your body reacts as if those hours truly passed. Because emotionally, they did. Time feels strange in dreams because your brain is no longer serving the outside world. It is serving you, your inner landscape, your unresolved emotions, your memories searching for integration. Clocks are tools for coordination. Dreams are spaces for meaning, and meaning does not move in straight lines. In the next chapter, we'll drift even deeper to places where time folds completely, where a single moment can contain a lifetime. For now, let your thoughts slow. Nothing here needs to be counted. Chapter 3: When a moment becomes a lifetime. There is a point in the night when time doesn't just loosen, it falls. You may have felt it before. A dream where you live an entire chapter of a life. You love someone, you lose them, you become someone else, and then you wake up, heart heavy or warm, to find that only minutes have passed. This is where dream time becomes most mysterious. Not stretched, not compressed, but layered. In waking life, events must line up. First this, then that, cause before effect. But dreams do not require sequence to feel complete. They allow something radical, multiple meanings inside a single moment. A glance can contain a history. A room can contain years. A goodbye can feel like an entire lifetime closing. This happens because the dreaming brain is no longer bound to chronological order. Instead, it organizes experience by significance. What matters most rises to the surface. Everything else dissolves. When you dream, your mind slips into a mode that feels ancient, long before calendars, before clocks, before schedules. Humans made sense of the world through stories, not timelines. Stories don't care how long something took. They care why it mattered. During dreaming, your brain activates networks involved in imagination, self-reflection, and inner narrative, often described together as a default mode network. This network doesn't ask, "What time is it?" It asks, "Who am I in this story?" And once that question takes over, time becomes secondary. You might wonder, if it didn't really happen, Why did it feel so real? Because your emotional brain doesn't distinguish sharply between imagined and lived experience. While dreaming, the regions that generate emotion are fully engaged. Your heart can race, your breath can change, your body can respond. From the inside, the experience is complete. It doesn't matter that the clock says 5 minutes passed. Your nervous system felt the entire journey. Dreams feel long because they are dense, not filled with filler, not padded with waiting. Every scene carries weight. Think of it like this. In waking life, time is stretched thin across many small, ordinary moments. In dreams, time is compressed into only the moments that matter. Nothing is wasted. A dream may contain fewer events than a full day, but each one is emotionally amplified. This density gives dreams their strange gravity. Sometimes dreams don't even move forward. They loop, repeat, restart. You relive the same moment again and again, trying to change it, trying to escape it, trying to understand it. These loops often appear when the mind is working through something unresolved. Time bends not because it's broken, but because attention is stuck. The dream keeps returning to the same emotional knot, hoping this time it will loosen. In some dreams, there is a single still moment, a pause, a look, a silence, and inside it, everything exists at once: past, future, meaning, loss, hope. These moments feel timeless because they are. They are not about movement, they are about awareness. Your dreaming mind steps outside the river of time and stands on the shore, watching. Dream time is strange because it isn't designed for productivity. It doesn't help you arrive on time. It doesn't optimize your day. It does something quieter. It lets your mind explore what life means without the pressure of what comes next. And sometimes, to do that, time has to disappear. In the final chapter, we'll return gently to waking life and explore why dream time fades the moment you open your eyes, and what that fleeting strangeness leaves behind. For now, rest inside this moment. It doesn't need to move. Chapter 4: Waking and the Vanishing of Dream Time. Morning arrives gently. Light slips into the room. The body stirs. Breath deepens. And just like that, the dream begins to dissolve. What felt like hours, sometimes years, fades into fragments. A face without a name, a place without a map, a feeling without a story. Time returns, but it feels different now. The moment you wake, your brain shifts gears. The systems that were resting, timekeeping, logic, orientation, come back online. Sequence reasserts itself. Before, after, now. The dream doesn't disappear because it was weak. It disappears because it belonged to a different mode of consciousness. Dreamtime cannot survive under the bright light of waking order. It wasn't meant to. Dreams fade quickly because they aren't stored like ordinary memories. In waking life, experiences are tagged with context. Where you were, when it happened, what came next. Dreams often lack those anchors. Without a strong timeline, the memory loosens, like mist warming under the sun. This is why writing dreams down immediately can preserve them. You're giving them structure before they vanish. But even when the details fade, something remains. You may forget the story, but not the feeling. A quiet sadness, a lingering joy, a sense of meaning you can't quite explain. This is not an accident. Dreams don't aim to be remembered perfectly. They aim to integrate. They help your mind weave together emotion, memory, and identity. So you can wake up lighter, or clearer, or simply more whole. Waking life and dreaming life follow different clocks. Waking time is external, measured, shared. Dream time is internal, subjective, personal. One helps societies function, the other helps minds heal. Your body moves between them every night, guided by rhythms older than civilization, often described through the circadian rhythm. This rhythm doesn't just decide when you sleep, it decides how you experience reality. If waking time is about survival and coordination, dream time is about understanding. It allows your mind to explore without consequences, to feel without pressure, to revisit without rewriting history. In dreams, you are not late, you're not early, you're exactly where you need to be. That freedom is rare and necessary. Maybe time feels strange in dreams because it reveals something true. That time is not one thing, that our experience of reality is flexible, that consciousness is not locked to a clock, and that beneath the schedules of our days, there is a deeper rhythm quietly holding us. Tonight, when you drift back to sleep, notice how the world loosens, how the need to measure fades, how moments stretch and fold. You are not losing time, you are entering a place where time listens instead of commands. And when morning comes again, the clock will be waiting. But for now, let the minutes soften, let the hours breathe. You're allowed to rest outside of time.